Well, Papa, that last 10 minutes had a bit of everything, it felt like. What are your reflections on just the conclusions to that game?
Look, the conclusions are one part, but if you look at the entire game, we should have won the game. So, the last 10 minutes is okay. That's a crazy 10 minutes, but it's a game we should have won.
You did pepper the Wanderers' goals for the entire game. Just why wasn't it falling for you tonight?
Look, we've got to take our chances. Their goalkeeper made some great saves, but I think it's been a bit of a story for the last 4 games anyway, where we've improved our play. That's clear. We've improved our attacking play, which is great. So we're happy with that. We're creating numerous opportunities. Unfortunately, we're not putting teams away, and then something happens at the end there where we should clear that situation. But the lead up to it as well, Tommy Mitchell is offside. And that's the problem we've got, because we've got VAR. We don't check for the offside. He's offside and challenges the ball, and we're talking about the penalty. And this is the problem. I'd rather not have VAR, but if we're going to use it, let's use it properly. We use it to send the player off, fine. We use it to check a handball, but we don't use it to check offside. Tommy Mitchell is offside on the cross, and we lose the game. That's it. If we want to talk about details, then they've got to get their part right as well.
So then in the lead up to the penalty, you mean he's
Yes.
offside?
Tommy challenges for the ball, and he's offside. There's no check on the offside. So what do we do about that? We talk about VAR. Let's check Roderick's challenge. Doesn't give a yellow. Doesn't even give him a yellow. Let's check it. Okay, no problem. I'm happy with that. He's checked it. It's a red card. I'm happy it's handball. But we can't miss the offside. Can't miss the offside. That's just poor. Poor, really poor. So whoever's up there shouldn't be there again.
Is it just that all these various things need to be getting checked? Is that your issue? It's not that safe should be scrapped? It's just
they checked
thoroughness?
Roderick's challenge. It's a red card.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that. They checked for the handball. I'm not arguing it's a handball. But if you're going to do your job properly, that's an offside, and it doesn't get to the handball. We get a free kick. Game's over.
Have you had discussions with the league in the past about these sort of things, about how some things are checked and some things are other? Do they take your feedback on board on this, or?
We've had feedback. We've had a lot of decisions here that have gone against us. That's clear. A lot of decisions that have gone against us, and I believe it will turn, and we'll get a bit of luck with some decisions that will go our way. But that's a game-changing one.
In terms of your luck turning, as you mentioned, a lot of draws now in a row.
No, I'm not talking about in terms of luck. We've got to change that ourselves, the draws. I'm talking about luck in terms of decisions that we get told are clearly the wrong decision later, but it impacts the result, which we can obviously help by maybe being in front by a lot more before it gets to that. So, we're not shying away from any responsibility here, but if we're going to talk about what the VAR has impacted today, well, there's a major one they didn't impact.
Forgive my clumsy attempts at a segue, but do you believe you're on the precipice of turning some of these draws into wins with the way that your side's performing over these past few weeks?
I think we can only go by what we see. We've had 4 games, I think, in 13, 14 days, if you count the Japan trip, so it's been a difficult period, and if you look at how the team has performed in that period, it's been amazing. So I can't be more proud of them. We're all disappointed because, that's a result we should have got. But our football is good. We're not giving teams many chances. Clear again tonight. It was clear against West United and Melbourne City. We're not converting the chances to maybe change the dynamic of the game at the right time. But, we're pleased with our progress of our football. So we've got to keep believing it. We've got to get better. We've got to get better, and hopefully we can start putting some teams away before we don't get the rub of the green with a decision.
I mean, this is heading into this game. It's your first almost full week before a game. Obviously, after that, it gets quite hectic again. I guess how important is this next 6 days just almost refresh and get the guys obviously back up to scratch?
Well, they do. They haven't had a day off in 2 weeks, so they need a day off. But the performances have been great. It's been consistent. The performance in Japan was excellent. Before Japan in Central Coast was excellent. Melbourne City, West United, 2 best teams in the league. We've shown our progress. Today was a dominant display without the 3 points. So we've got to recover, and then we've got a great game for our football club against Adelaide, which is a special game.
You mentioned obviously Matt Acton now back in the team as well. So he had that great game in Japan. You talking about that game earlier, but Matt Acton in the team today. How did you see his performance tonight?
Well, I think it's like a lot of the games, not much to do. He didn't have much to do, but what he did, he did well, and he looked confident. So, yeah, happy for Matt.
I mean, why did you make the decision to bring Matt in for Ivan today?
Yeah, a few reasons. I think Ivan's maybe lost a bit of confidence. I wouldn't say that we shouldn't have won any of the recent games because of Ivan. Clearly, we should have won the matches, but he just needs to. It's like an outfield player. Unfortunately, the goalkeepers, they don't usually change often. But an outfield player, when he's looks a bit fatigued or tired, you put him on the bench or you take him off. With goalkeepers, it's a very unique position, and I think this will freshen him up. And I'm sure when he gets back in, he'll be fine.
Does Matt get a bit of a run at it to show his wares now, or is it?
Oh, we'll see. We'll have a few days now to reflect, and we've got now 6 days before our next match, and then the busy period starts again for us. But we'll recover and go again.
Do you expect to get your Socceroos boys back for Saturday? Nick had a bit of a knock and didn't play the other day as well. So
yeah, he didn't train either.
Yeah.
So he didn't train, but so he wasn't really available for that game. So hopefully he's fit and training, and hopefully he'll come back with Ben playing minutes and which is positive for them and positive for our club. But I think they come back Thursday night, so it will be a tight call on. We've got to see how they are physically and how long they play, or if they play, before whether we decide to bring them to Adelaide or not.
Did Nick pick up that knock in Socceroos camp, or did he enter camp with it?
No, he went in fit into camp.
Just zeroing in on another particular player. Obviously, with Nick and Ben not in the side, Nishan Vluplay got an opportunity today. Didn't score, obviously, but looked dangerous at various points. What did you think of his performance overall?
Yeah, good. I think on Wednesday he has started a few games, and it's not easy for a young player to start. It's very different to coming off the bench, and he's made a great impact for us when he's come on. On Wednesday was the first time I felt he looked solid for a starting position. He backed that up again today, which is encouraging, and he looked dangerous. And so I think these 2 games will give him a lot of confidence moving forward.
Papa, on the subject of the Socceroos, a number of articles have been written post the Japan game talking about Graham Arnold's feature, and frequently in those you are named as a possible candidate to take over the Socceroos if he has moved on. Would you be interested in the Socceroos job if it became available? Got to ask the question.
Do you? So
yes.
What are we're talking about speculation here. Graham Arnold is the Socceroos coach. I think we should respect that.
Just on a victory question, obviously, the women's team, the A-League women's team, back-to-back champions today. I know you were there last week when they beat City. What sort of milestone is this for the club, especially as you're also looking to really turn things around and add more silverware on the men's side again?
Wonderful, fantastic for Jeff. I sent him a message straight after the game. I don't know if he's still celebrating, if he's seen it or not, but wonderful for the girls, for Jeff, his staff, the entire club. It's back-to-back championships. I've been fortunate to be around Jeff closely in the office, and the girls are a credit to themselves and obviously the football club. We see them in the gym regularly. They work extremely hard. They're very passionate for their sport. So wonderful success for the team, Jeff as coach, the staff, the football club. We had our managing director there today, so we're all delighted. Thank you.